Hello guys, for those who will be writing physical sciences next week for grade 12, I really much encourage that you watch this video. I'm just preparing you for the little stuff I can because I cannot make this video much longer. If you're in grade 10 to 12, ensure that you follow our page because it will be helping you a lot throughout the year. So remember to go and check the link on my bio where you're going to request that we apply for universities, colleges, and bursaries. So otherwise, guys, I just want to wish you luck for those who will be writing physical sciences next week. And I hope you are doing good this week for mathematics. From Marvel Tutors, guys, I wish you all the best, and we'll be continuing learning on our online classes until this year ends. So otherwise, guys, let's actually start answering this question. So it says that we're having ball A and ball B, right? So they say calculate the height h in which the two balls will pass one another if ball B, this is ball B, is projected 2 seconds after ball A was projected. So how do we actually do this? How do we calculate this? So we want to calculate the height in which these two balls will actually pass one another. So I've done a video in the past and I said you on these types of question you always use this equation, right? You always use this equation. So let me just say for ball A. So for ball A, so I just want to write stuff for ball A. So this is going to be my ball A. So changing y, we know it's going to be y final minus y initial equals to v initial time plus 1 over 2a times squared. So what is my y final? My y final, it is what I'm looking for. It is the height. It is the final height. But what about the initial height? The initial height is 11 meters, right? What about the initial velocity? It's 5. What about time? I do not know the time on which the two balls will pass one another. So it's just t plus 1 over 2 minus 9.8 t squared. So 5t minus 4.9 t squared. I'm going to take this 11 into the other side. So it's going to be plus 11, and this is going to be y final. Let me just make this equation number 1. And for you guys, especially on the YouTube channel, by the way, I have a YouTube channel. The link is actually on my bio, so click it and subscribe to have access to longer videos. So for you guys who comment as if you know better, I I know better than you, so don't act as if you know better than the king. I have done this a lot of times. I've got high marks than anyone can ever get on physics on my final exam. So get how much marks was that. So you're just doing this for the first time. So relax and allow yourself to learn. Okay, let's now go to for ball B. For ball B, okay. Now, what do we actually understand about the procedures for ball B? So we know that ball B was actually projected 2 seconds after ball A was projected. So we're still going to use the equation y final equals to y initial v initial change in time plus 1 over 2a change in time squared. So what is our y final? It is what we're looking for. The y initial, as you can see, it was actually on the ground, is going to be 0 equals to the time is the velocity of initial is 10 equals to t. But because this ball was projected 2 seconds after ball A was projected, you're going to minus 2 here. So each and every single time, at this point, if you don't understand why, just do it, right? So you're going to say t minus 2. If it was 10 seconds, t minus 10. For 20 seconds is t minus 20, okay? Plus 1 over 2 minus 9.8, and the time is still t minus 2, and then I actually square it, right? So what am I going to have? I know that y final is going to equals to 10t minus 20 minus 4.9. This is going to be t squared minus 4t plus 4, right? So my y final is going to equals to 10t minus 20 minus 4.9 t squared. What is 4.9 times 4? 4.9 times 4, it's going to be minus 19.6t plus 19.6, right? So y final equals to, I'm just going to take this to be the first, it's going to be 4.9 t squared. I'm now just going to add the like terms. It's going to be 10 minus 19.6, that is just minus 9.6t, and then I'm going to have minus 20 plus 19.6 minus 20 plus 19.6, that is just going to be minus 0.4. So as you can see, both equation number 1 and equation number 2 are starting with the variable y final, right? They are both starting with a variable y final, so it means that they are equal. So I'm just going to equate these two equations. So let me write this first. I'm going to have 5t minus 4.9 t squared plus 11 equals to, I'm just going to equate it. This is minus 4.9 t squared minus 9.6 t minus 0.4, right? So this and this will eventually cancel out. I'm just going to take the t variables to the same side, so I'm just going to take this into the other side. I'm going to have 5t plus 9.6t. That's going to be that's actually going to be what, 14.6t. and now I'm going to take this 11 to the other side. I'm going to have minus 0.4. Okay, yeah, so I'm actually going to have minus 0.4 minus 11. That's going to give us minus 11.4. So the t we're going to get divided by 14.6, this is going to give us minus 0.78 seconds. Well, someone will say, well, Marvel, this doesn't make any sense. How come we are actually having a minus time, right? Why is it that our time is actually a negative? Well, firstly, I've made this question up. That's the first answer I'm going to give you. Firstly, I've made this question up, so any answer was possible at this point. And then secondly, it actually means that these balls did not meet at a height that is above here. It means that they are actually, at some point, it means this ball went upwards and then this ball went upwards, so they meet somewhere here. They meet somewhere here on the replica of reality. At this point, they've actually entered the replica of reality, so they are actually moving. Let me just say it's as if like they've actually passed the ground and then they move downwards, right? So let's actually try to find the height. So y final equals to, I'm just going to substitute t on these equations, right? I'm just going to substitute t on the first equation. So I'm going to have 5 minus 0.78, because it's what we've got, minus 4.9 minus 0.78 squared plus 11, and then I get the answer to be 4.11 meters. So by the way, in the exam you won't get negative time. So because I've actually made this question up, you can actually get negative time. So excuse me for that. Let me also try to answer this second question extremely quick, but I believe the video will be cut as I'm still writing it, but I would have tried my best to move as fast. Okay, so the question says, given the system is moving left and mu k is 0.25, calculate the tension, right? So at this point, let's look at the 6 kg block. So we're going to have the force applied minus Fk, right? Force applied minus Fk minus tension. This is going to give us our MA, by the way. So what is Fk? So we know that Fk equals to mu k times the normal force, At this point, what is the normal force? What is the normal force of this? So it's going to be friction equals to 0.25, and the normal force is going to be 6 times 9.8, right? So I'm going to have 0.25 times 6 times 9.8, that equals to 14.7 newtons. So the force applied, as we can see, is 50, but because it's on an angle, it's going to be the 50, the cos of 30 degrees. I don't have time to explain why, minus friction of 14.7 minus tension equals to m. The block is 6, and then this is going to be a. So I'm just going to hit this on the calculator. 50, the cos of a minus 14.7. I'm going to gain 28.6 minus t equals to 6a. So I'm just going to take this t to the other side. I'm going to have t that equals to 28.6 minus 6a. So this is going to be our equation number 1. Now let's actually look at this equation, this block. We're going to have t minus fg, that equals to ma, because there's gravity, right, that's pulling this one up. So we want to find t minus fg is going to be 2 times 9.8, that equals to 2a. So t equals to 2a plus 19.6. This is going to be equation number 2, right? And then because these t are actually equals, I'm just going to equate these two equations. So I'm just going to write 28.6 minus 6a. This is going to equals to 2a plus 19.6, right? So let's look at this one. I'm just going to take 19.6 to the other side. So it's 28.6 minus 19.6. I'm going to get 9 equals to 2 plus 6. It is going to give us 8a. So I'm going to divide both sides by 8. I'm going to have 9 divided by 8. So I get the acceleration to be 1.125 meters per second squared. So now I want to find the tension. I'm just going to substitute the acceleration on the second term. So t is going to be 2 times answer plus 19.6, and I find that the value of the tension is 21.85 newtons, right? 21.85 newtons. So I know I was moving incredibly fast, but I did not want to make this video to be more than 15 minutes long. I just hope this will actually help you to refresh your mind. Otherwise, guys, enjoy the rest of your day.